Hey! We're back with
Hey!
some more free agency predictions. We got Ezekiel Ansah today, the edge rusher from the Detroit Lions.
Or Ziggy, as some
Ziggy
might call him.
Ansah? Yeah, I prefer Ziggy.
More intimidating.
We got plenty of teams on the board here. Will he stay or will he go?
I'm saying he's gonna go. That's my take. It's not a hot take. It's
Are
just a
you
take.
removing the Lions from this first?
I won't remove him right away because I still
Okay.
think they're in the hunt for him.
Oh, yeah.
But I think he's gonna get a payout, big time.
Well, first I will. I'm gonna take a team off the board here.
Let's see.
Um, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take off the Seahawks.
Okay. I agree.
Because they could use him. Reports that they might not have Michael Bennett back. I don't know what the situation is on that. But I don't know if he's an exact Michael Bennett replacement, and I don't think they have the cap space to do it.
Agree.
So that's why I'm out with the Seahawks.
I'm. So might come as a little shocker here, but I think that I'm gonna have to remove the Colts because I think they're gonna be dropping some money in other places, and that they're not gonna have enough money to drop on this man.
Yeah, I was going to remove the Colts too because he didn't really fit their scheme from last year, but they are making coaching changes, so we'll see if they try to switch it up. Really, why they were on here is because of the big need, but they do have more of a need at offensive line and other defensive positions. But yeah, they could be changing things up on their defense, but as of now, as of last year, he doesn't really fit their scheme, but they need a good pass rusher. So I like that, removing the Colts. Um, Next, I'm going to remove the Dolphins. Dolphins need some pass rush. Didn't have a good year. Rushing the passer, not really productive. But I expect big things from their first round pick from last year, Charles Harris. So I think they're going to use him more, rely on him, maybe try to re-sign Jarvis Landry, use money there, maybe get a quarterback, other receivers that they lose out on Landry. So they may not want to spend their money on the pass rush because they got the up-and-comer in Charles Harris. I think he's going to be a good player.
They do like former Lions defensive.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think of that. It's realistic. Cameron Wake is getting old. Still pretty good player, but maybe they go Ansah with Charles Harris for the future. That could be something. Something to look out for.
I'm gonna remove here next. I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I'm gonna go Atlanta. I don't know. I don't. It's a need, but I don't think it's like at the top of their list.
Yeah, I agree. I really like him on that defense. It's really why he's on there. It's a fit. Some of these teams on here, why I put these teams on here, either because they're a fit, they have a huge need there, or they have the cap space. So those are why you're seeing some teams. The Falcons is a fit, but I don't know if they're going to go out and spend the money because, like you said, I don't think it's the biggest need. They may lose Dontari Post, so they may need some more interior D-line action going on. Maybe maybe they keep Bo. We'll see.
Who's going next?
Who is going next?
I got an idea, but you can go.
It's tough. It's a tough one here. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the Saints out. Even though I love him on the Saints, I think
That's
him.
a good fit on the Saints.
Yeah, if him with Cameron Jordan would be ridiculous, and I think listed on their depth chart they got Sheldon Rankins DN. I think he's more of a D tackle, so let's keep him inside. And then Ansah with Cameron Jordan would be very nice. But again, they have a decent amount of cap space, but they got to pay Drew Brees. So is a guy like Ansah on the top of their list? I don't think so. I think more it's maybe linebackers, another corner. So um, it's realistic, but I don't think it happens compared to these other teams.
I'm gonna have to take off the Bills.
Bills.
I think that they're gonna have to be dropping some money on the offensive side of the ball. There's still there's a lot of question marks all over that offense, especially at the quarterback position. I think they're gonna go out and pay someone. So I don't know if this is gonna be where they're gonna be putting the bones.
Yeah, they could use them. He could be a fit. I think their defense is still pretty solid, but they're kind of getting up there in age. So they can use. Everybody could always use pass rush. Maybe the most important thing in football. But Bills have 2 picks in a row in the first round, so you think they would maybe use the draft for this kind of thing. So they might be using more of their money on bigger needs in free agency. So realistic, but we'll see them gain big needs in the draft mainly, I think. Next,
This is tough.
yeah, it is tough. Next, I'm going to get rid of the Cowboys. I think their main focus will be mainly on getting DeMarcus Lawrence back. Yeah, and they could use DeMarcus Lawrence and Ansah, but they got Taco Charlton in there from a year ago. I think he'll be more of a factor. But I think they'll try to get DeMarcus Lawrence back first. Some might say Ansah is better, but Lawrence is their guy. He knows their defense, so we'll see. We got a DeMarcus Lawrence video coming up as well, so we'll see where he ends up on our video. But that's why I'm taking the Cowboys off next. We got 4 teams left. We got his current team, Lions. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns, all on the left side there.
Let's make the case for each here.
Make the case for each.
Yeah.
Well, the Lions are his current team. He did have a, might say, off year, but they still would like him back. I'd imagine. You don't want to get weaker there. You don't want to create more problems, more of development problems, because I think the Lions think they're a win now team.
And chemistry issues.
Stuff like that. And they're able to get him back. I think the Browns have the money. I think they want to pair a guy like him with Myles Garrett. That'd be very
that defensive front would be nuts.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. Unless their plan is to get Bradley Chubb at the 1st or 4th pick, but free agency is first, so you can't really base off what you think you're going to do with like the 4th pick. So yeah, Ansah could be on their mind there. Raiders need another pass rusher. Really, all they got for pass rush is Khalil Mack.
But they like this guy, man.
Hey, man.
Is Gruden going to go out and make the moves?
Yeah, I think Gruden's going to be a good recruiter this offseason. I said that about Tremaine Johnson. I had Tremaine Johnson possibly going to the Raiders in that video because I think Gruden would be a good recruiter. But then the Bucs, you got a team that has a ton of cap room. You got a team that had less sacks last year than like just single players by themselves. That's pretty terrible.
No, that is terrible. Don't say pretty. That's terrible.
So they have the cap space. They do have an early pick. But do they want to like trade up and get Chubb? I think you'd rather go after a guy like this because you're able to. So the case is strong for any of these teams. Who are we going to get rid of next? Is it my turn or is it your turn?
I think it's me. You got rid of the Cowboys last. It was me.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Bucs off.
Oh, whoa.
And I'm taking them off. This is the reason. I think that, there's 2 teams here I can narrow it down to, and I think he wants to be competitive. With that being said, I think my 2 are very clear here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take off the Browns. They can make him a very great offer that he can't really resist maybe, but I'm going to take him off. Honestly, you took my team away. The Bucs are my team.
Ooh.
I think he's going to the Bucs.
We can bring him back.
Bring him back?
Yeah, we have to.
That was my pick.
We have to replace him with someone though.
We're gonna slide him over here. Just remember that was my pick at the end. But who's your pick gonna be? You're between the Lions and the Raiders.
I'm gonna say Gruden goes out and does some recruiting.
Really?
Really.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's a hot take.
Mm-hmm. It's a little out there.
I mean, they could use them. They definitely make them better. My final 2 are going to be the Lions and the Bucs. I thought those were the realistic one. I really think he's going to go to the Bucs because the Bucs have the cap space, and it's a ginormous need.
And he knows he'd be the guy.
Yeah. I mean, him with Gerald McCoy and interior D-line, very good duo there. But they need another one. They need more than just Ansah, I think. So they got their linebackers set, and they need some DBs. They need some edge rushers like Ansah. I think they can do it. They can definitely do it. So your pick was the Raiders. Mine was the Bucs. I'd say if it's neither of those teams, then it's got to be the Lions.
Right. It's definitely out of our final 4.
Yeah.
We'll even say final.
Maybe a shocker team in there.
There's always that.
Hey! We're back with some more free agency predictions. We got Ezekiel Ansah today, the edge rusher from the Detroit Lions.
Or Ziggy.
Ziggy Ansah? Yeah, I prefer Ziggy.
More intimidating.
We got plenty of teams on the board here. Will he stay or will he go?
I'm saying he's gonna go. That's my take. It's not a hot take.
Are you removing the Lions from this first?
I won't remove him right away because I still think they're in the hunt for him.
Oh yeah.
But I think he's gonna get a payout, big time.
Well, first I will. I'm gonna take a team off the board here.
Let's see.
I'm gonna take off the Seahawks.
Okay.
Because they could use them. Reports that they might not have Michael Bennett back. I don't know what the situation is on that. But I don't know if he's an exact Michael Bennett replacement, and I don't think they have the cap space to do it.
Agree.
So that's why I'm out with the Seahawks.
Might come as a little shocker here, but I think that I'm going to have to remove the Colts because I think they're going to be dropping some money in other places, and that's that they're not going to have enough money to drop on this man.